Please kindly do come and take your seats. And also, I would like to welcome all the participants, all those who have cleared the audition round, to please kindly do come and take their seats. All the participants, please kindly do come and take your seats. May I also have the pleasure of welcoming all the media persons, the parents, guidance, our faculty members to this very function. I request the opposition to sit on the left. Thank you, everyone. 4 days back, we already had our audition round, and all the participants has done well. And today is the final day, the real day, to show your talents, to show your capability, to show your competitiveness. And it is our time to see who has the strongest mind to take away the title. So I wish all the participants a very best of luck. So to begin with, may I request our speaker, Professor Sengjam Mangi, head of the Department of Political Science, to please kindly come and take over the events. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. A very good morning and a warm welcome to you all. Before I commence the proceedings of the debating competition today, I would like to set forth certain ground rules for the proceedings that is going to unfold today. Today in the House we have a motion, and the motion is technology can save the world. Personally, I do feel that this is a very significant motion which we have in the House, and I'm also sure that there will be very interesting debates and discussions in this House. But before I invite the participants, both from the Treasury bench as well as from the opposition bench, to proceed with their ideas and thoughts, I would like to, as I have already said, to set for certain ground rules for the proceedings. And I also would like to request my learned judges to take note of these ground rules, please. Each and every competitor shall be given 5 minutes. And towards the end of 4 minutes, there will be a warning bell. May I know if the organizers are ready with the warning bell? Okay, thank you. Then, the person who shall be moving the motion in this House, he or she shall be given 2 minutes extra. So altogether, to start with, he or she who will be moving the motion shall have 7 minutes altogether. And towards the end of the 5th minute, there will be a warning bell, and after that, he or she is expected to make his presentation within the next 2 minutes, making it altogether a total of 7 minutes. And it will be followed by other debaters. Then another thing is that towards the end of the deliberations, discussions, and debates, I would like once again to invite the person who will be initiating the motion to take another 2 minutes to summarize the proceedings, the viewpoints which will be put forward by competitors both at the Treasury bench and in the opposition bench, and to decide for himself or herself whether he would like to insist the House to pass the motion, or he would like to make a modification in the motion and again request the House to pass it, or whether he would like to altogether withdraw the motion. After a close and thorough examination of the debate and discussions that will follow right now. And I also would like to request all the participants to be very careful about the time allotted to you all. You should be very careful not to exceed your time limit. As I already said, you'll be given a maximum of 5 minutes, and towards the end of 4th minute, you'll be given a warning. And judges may also please take note of the fact that, if the participants exceed the time allotted to them, then whatever they speak beyond the stipulated time may not be taken into account for giving the marks. And one more significant thing I would like to emphasize, particularly at this point of our proceedings, is that all the participants are expected to maintain proper decorum. Debating competition is not merely an exercise of putting forward our viewpoints. It should be done in a proper and becoming manner. It's not it. So you are requested, you should keep in your mind that you should you should make a point not to violate parliamentary traditions and to maintain, you are requested to maintain proper decorum in the House also. And whenever you have a point to make, you should address it to me and not to any other person. Okay, I think all of you have taken this note. And I'm also sure that my learned judges are ready with everything. But just for the sake of reminding you all once again, I would like to say that the competition shall carry a total of 100 marks. Presentation and delivery will carry 30 marks. Then content and relevance to the matter, it will carry 50 marks. And another 20 marks is reserved for overall performance and discipline. So altogether, there will be a total of 100 marks, and your judges, our learned judges, will be giving marks on the basis of this criteria. And as I said, the total mark is 100 marks. So I think our learned judges and our fellow contestants are ready, right? Okay. I will invite.
It's success as that even if we take ourselves from the grasp of this, it is ourselves who are dependent on making ourselves away from the clutch of technology. But yes, undoubtedly, everyone knows the importance that it has on today's world in pop culture and its references. What we are to discuss today is not the fact of its being a boon or a bane on our society, but how technology can or cannot simply. It does not derive the technology here, and the motion does not derive the word and the delegation, and it does not give importance on what is the definition to technology, what is it doing wrong, what is it doing good. The simple question that we are facing right now is, can it or can it not save? And me, as a propositioner, I totally believe, dearest speaker, that technology can save the world. Yes, and to my second caution, what I would like to put forward is saving the world. Dearest speaker, note to be taken. Saving the world is a very different and Herculean task from just the litigations of being said of saving the planet. We are not talking about saving the planet, since saving the planet is talking about the existence that we may face and how crucial we may save the planet from. Saving the world simply means preserving the way of life and what inhabits this earth. And yes, what is the race that humanity is pulling a fight towards from? What are we fighting with? What is it that we are going to save it from? This preservance and the longevity takes upon the relevance of time. It is a fight between humanity and time, and we are using technology as a propaganda to save ourselves time. And as clearly as the motion has stated, technology can save the world. Saving the world defines to using the enhancement of how we and our abilities can be procured, and can we inhabit the ideology of using technology as a propaganda to save ourselves time. And by this, we are saving the world. We are saving our existence by saving even a mediocre time. Because smallest progress is still progress. And yes, the second fact that I would like to point out is that we are not only talking about saving the world from facts such as global warming, medical health care, and we're not just talking about the rostrum of artificial intelligence that it impacts us. We are also similarly talking about the effects that it has on our nature, and how this, ladies and gentlemen and dear audiences, affects us in turn. For we have to give back to the, we're not only talking about saving the world from globalization and all these organizations and the atrocities committed by technology. We are equally talking about how technology can enhance our lives and how we are doing it for the betterment. We're not talking about solving only. We're talking about solving and enhancing equally. And this derivation is quite important, for we, as an ability of the humankind, have to fight against time. Time cannot be stopped, but can time be saved? Yes. I could be sitting at home right now, dear audiences, but with the help of technology and other litigations that help me, I am using my valuable time to be present here in this wonderful stage that dear speaker has given to me. And you too, dear audiences, sharing and bidding your time to stay out here with the help enhancing of technology. Why technology is so important in this scenario is due to the development and the persecution that it has inflicted upon the human race, and how we specifically, we're not talking about which animal is going extinct, but the point that we have to note, dear audiences, is that can technology solve and be an antidote to its own poisonous inflictions upon society and nature? Yes, it certainly can. I would not stress upon main rostrum examples of how technology is on nanobots, or how it is solving cancer, how is it solving this sickness. No. The mere factor is, can it save us time? Can it save the world from the inflictions of ending our existence? And how long can we preserve ourselves? For as they once said, we may look back and look at the derivations of time and what we have created. For technology is not created by anything else such as animals. It is created merely by the Homo sapiens and for the betterment of ourselves. Why does it still exist is a question that we have to ask ourselves. It exists because it is working for the betterment. And when it is misused, it is not a factor if man is taking it wrong. It's a factor if machines can think. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you, Meshach, for wonderfully moving the motion in the House. Now, it is my privilege to invite someone from the side of the opposition bench. The name I have in my hand is Tampasna Singhakam. Tampasna Singhakam, so you may please come forward and take your time. Tampasna, now your time starts.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. A very good morning to honorable judges and the audiences present here today. I'm Tampasna Chingakam of JNB Kumbong, and the motion of today's House is technology can save the world, and I, on the other hand, strongly oppose this motion. Technology, at first, is the collection of techniques, skills, methods, and other processes that is used to manufacture goods and services, and in the application of other scientific investigations and many more. But people often ask whether technology is to save the world or to destroy us. And my answer is technology will destroy the whole world. First, let us see internet. The prolonged and frequent use of internet has affected the youth of today's generation. People are suffering from both mental and physical health problems. And then teenagers also are becoming more lazy, and due to highly action movies and video games, children are also becoming more aggressive. Overstimulation is also seen among them, and their moral behavior is degrading. The social skills of children are also very bad nowadays. They are not giving respect to their elders. Then again, next, Mr. Speaker, sir, what I would like to bring into important point is that the stockpiles of nuclear warfare in today's world is so large that it has the potential to not only destroy our world once, but 100 times. Even our famous scientist, father of physics, Albert Einstein, had quoted that technological progress is like an axe in the hand of a pathological killer. So technology cannot save the world, but if it is used in a proper way, it can. But we can clearly see in today's world that technology is misused in every field. And then next, technology is also being a factor in environment degradation. Due to the increase in industrialization, the waste materials from factories are also causing pollution and global warming, and also natural resources are being exploited in a large extent. So it is a concerned matter today that technology should be checked and it should be monitored and how it is used too. People may think that, yes, we are very much comfortable nowadays with the help of technology, but there are also many cyber criminals lurking behind in every corner of the world who may easily hack our personal informations. For example, our bank details may get hacked, and also they can manipulate our data from our electronic devices like computers too. So technology in broad image has its very bad effects. So in order to save the world, it is the human's proper mindset that is required, and technology cannot save the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tampasna, for sharing your thoughts on this wonderful topic. Thank you very much. Now it is my privilege to invite another person from the Treasury Bench, and the name I have in my hand is Kumhei. So Kumhei, please come forward and take your time. Okay, Samson, now your time starts.
With the permission from Mr. Speaker, sir, I support this motion. We know every day with the things that we use is the gift of technology. The things that we use or we do become the gift of technology. Technology has even become a part of our everyday life. The access to education, medicine, transport system, industries, etc. has been made simplified due to the technology. Before the advent of the technology, life was burdensome, and everything or every work consumed too much of time. You see, these days, the countries are even judged on the basis of their technology development. The use of internet has become so much important that now, in 2016, Kerala has included it in the list of the basic rights. Now, let's look into the facts about the technology. There was one major turning point in history that changed the world of business. There was none other than Industrial Revolution. Industrial revolutions led to the higher productivity. It improved the standard of living. It improved much things. Remember that the key factor in the process or the success of Industrial Revolution was none other than innovation and technological development. You see, if there was no technology, I don't think we would develop this much. Now let's go to ISRO. ISRO is just a tool to the nation. ISRO is just a service for the nation. You know, the weather forecasting, communication system, disaster management are made possible with the launching of the ISRO in 1969. Okay, let's go to e-governance. E-governance is the governing of the country, companies, everything with the help of the information and communication technology. This e-governance is used to minimize the corruption, to provide efficiency. It also to create the relationship between the country and the citizens using technology. The media is important, and it has even become the fourth pillar of the society. See, from the above statements, we can see that technology has been useful for the human society, for the modern society. And now, you know, the technology, due to the advance and the efficiency and the convenience provided by the technology, life has improved significantly. Technology brings the world together as one. This is the way that we can create a sense of fraternity because we live together as one. Even the Stephen Hawking says that when we see the earth from the space, we see ourselves as a whole. We don't see the division, we see the unity. We must live together, and we must live together here as a journey for the future space. Or it says, self-hypnosis says, we must live with respect and tolerance for one another, it says. Some of the apostles have pointed out some disadvantages. Everything has a disadvantage and advantages. But if you think of the disadvantage, nothing will be developed, nothing will be invented if we focus only on the disadvantages. Every cloud has a blue lining. You have to remember that. I don't mean that we must not value the natures. Of course, we must value the natures. But what it means that technology can save the world. Technology can either be a curse or a blessing. Technology can destroy or to save the world. Technology can save the world or destroy it. It depends on how we use, how we utilize it. We know that water is good, water is essential, electricity is good, vehicle is good, but there are many people who die of the flood, who die of tsunami. There are many who die of electric shock. There are many who die of the accidents. But can we say that these vehicles are bad, water are bad? No, we cannot say, because it depends on how we use. You know, the technology has even contributed towards the growth of economy and the developments of the nation as a one. What I want to say is that, concludingly says that, technology is not everything, but technology can save the world. You must value the nature and as well as the technology. So, lastly, I will request that this motion to be passed to the House. Thank you all.
Very much. Thank you very much for your wonderful thoughts which you have shared in this house. Next, it is my privilege to invite someone from the opposition bench. And the name I have in my hand is Sanmayo Ngasaimao. She is here. Sanmayo Ngasaimao. She is absent. Okay, as the Sanmayo is absent today, I would like to invite another person from the opposition side, from the opposition bench. Once again, I have the name of a lady, or shall I say girl. It is Susitra Mayangmam. Yes, you may proceed, dear. Susitra, before, yeah. Now, your time starts.
With the permission of Mr. Speaker, sir, ngasi House the Bukolaliba motion, technology can save the world. Hariba motion nasi ay samangna oppose tawjari. Sir, technology na malema se save tawduna thambangam loy. Technology masamaga se immaterial thing amani. Machine masa matom da kamdauna implement tawjagadagi amasung use tawjagadagi haiba ho khambangam jade. Sir, Technology ase neutral in tide amani machine afaba amasung phataba thabak animak tawba ngami masigi afafata daita khudimakti miyoi badalai adubu sineriba miyoi bana technology gi afaba mayon du khatamak yengduna afaba mayole masibu kanjanaba mawongda afaba mayon du khatamak da sizinade sir khudam oina yengsi technology chakholak bana maram oraga ngasi electric car photorak basina carbon emission gi sang handhanduna ising nungsit ki fiba mase phana lehen bada mateng phangi adubu technology na yai foda bungi dam da photorak liba processing ase ngasi male masida leriba miyoi billion kya asigi mayung manungda kayam yamba miyoi bada applicable oiba ngamlabage ngasi honglakliba mayol sing asina male maste mukhigadobugi changyamna wangna lerekleba matam asida technology chakholakna puthorakliba posak sing ase miyoi bazati khudimakta sinthungna applicable oraklaba matam aduda kanana khangba male maste mukhibana hanbasu Sir, learned Beb asum harami technology is a double-edged sword. Technology na aphaba amasung phataba mayol adimakta thabak tawba ngami pangthokba ngami. Masina akhoi miyoi bana mina ubang ngamba ama honbang ngamna bagi wakhalon amasung free aduni. Technology chakholakpana maram araga akhoi gi mamal yamlaba sa ujik uwa amasung rainforesting ase safe tawduna thambangam loi masida sunatana malem asida ngasi mayok nariba aba population gi awaba sing ase technology na thengna laksin bangamde sir ngasi malem asida thengnari ba awaba khonglali ba temperature climate condition asise sing ase handa hanabgi damakta aikoina deforestation gi sang ase hantanabgi damakta uwa marang kaina thaba amasung recycle tohonba darkar oi sir masi batang su hangjaningi madudi technology na also layer da kayam yam health to bangam gadari bano sir amka su masi masu hajani madudi technology ase yam na mafai adubu ngasi prithibi gi mafam kaya mukta miyoi bada bayok nari baka hen makudong tibasing haibadi samna harabda ignorance poverty amasung madness da technology na kari shu to bangam de amka su hena racism gi chayet na ba social security right of the disabled people and right of the animal that technology na kari shu to bangam de maramodana masigi motion ase lale sir ekhoi khuding mang na khangnara ba wafam ni madodi male masida leri ba jiba pan ba khuding mag siba nai da ba omor oiga da ba posak amata yaude maram aduna matang aswaida malem ase technology na safe to bangam gadra haina ne ga da ba nate adubo malem asida leriba thawai ban majiba sing amasung hauriba upal wapal malem siga kayam kuina sagonda dona hingba ngamgada ge haibado ekoina khana naina gadabani amasung masi karam dauna safe to jagada ge karamna sijina gada ge haibado ekoina khana gadabani maram badona ngasigi motion ase lale sir masi matang so hajaningi madudi ngasi malem masi thokli ba tongan ba disaster sing ase technology na kanja badi lardana ekhoi khuju khala sing ase sangeng to bada disaster kaya amagi horok form su ori maram aduna matang osai de kam dauna technology na malem ase safe to bangam gadari bano sir masi masu hajaningi ekhoi gi prithibi gi ahan ba amasung ani shuba lanjauda technology gi chakhala ba khuju khala kaya na malem ase ka full ta na manghan khrabani amasung tongan ba uwa sanga kaya ama malem masigi manghan khrabani matang aswaida technology na malem ase safe to bangam loi sir point sing asina maram oraga ngasigi motion ase house tagi withdraw to bina ba Mr. Speaker sir gi pungning sansari
Thank you very much. Maybe I should have announced it earlier, but I didn't simply because of the fact that I have taken it for granted. I thought that maybe the organizers might have already announced it. But anyway, I would like to once again highlight the fact that the proceedings of this debating competition, it can be, this is supposed to be some sort of a bilingual one. So if you feel comfortable speaking in English, please do by all means. And at the same time, if you feel comfortable speaking in Manipuri, then you are also welcome to do that. So language should not necessarily be a problem here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, it is my privilege to invite another competitor from the side of the Treasury bench, and I have as the next debater, Mary Kumhei. Mary Kumhei, please come forward, and please do share your thoughts and ideas. And now, your time starts.
With the permission of Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir, in the motion of the House, technology can save the world. I do but stand here as an active supporter of the motion. Right from the time of making first tools out of bones, wood and stones till today, the age of computer, technology has provided us making our life so much easy. Speaker sir, we can see that technology helps us in separating myths and facts. Technology helps us in utilizing existing resources. Coming back to the motion, Speaker sir, as in the motion, technology can save the world. The motion does not mention that technology will save the world from whom or from what. So, in my opinion, let's look at some of the major problems today and their solutions through the application of technology. Number one, the climate change. According to World Economic Forum Global Sample Survey 2017, many young people around 181 countries consider this climate change as the biggest threat to the world. Speaker sir, climate change, there are two factors for this climate change. One is external factor and the other is internal factor. External factor can be like Earth's orbit around the sun or the amount of energy Earth receives. Speaking of internally, pollution is the major problem. Speaker sir, pollution can be considered as the byproducts of technology. Smokes coming out of cars and factories causing air pollution. Dumping of waste materials into water but is causing water pollution. These are all byproducts of technology. Speaker sir, what I want to say here is that if we are ready to reap the fruits of modern technology, we should also be ready to tackle with its byproducts. Knowing this problem, knowing this situation, technology has come up with solutions. Treasury member has mentioned about burning of fossil fuels. Yes, knowing this problem, knowing the problem of too much burning of fossil fuels, technology has come up with solutions like using CNG, compressed natural gas in vehicles. We also have vehicles running with hydrogen power. We have water treatment plants. We have recycling projects. All these measures are adopted by technology. For what? For reducing the pollution level. So definitely, Speaker sir, definitely, technology can save the world from this issue of pollution. Number two, extinction of species. Only technology is not responsible for extinction of species. Nature is sometimes very violent and can cause extinction of species. We can take the example of dinosaurs, which exist around 250 million years ago. There was no human in those days, no technology, but still dinosaurs got extinct. Why? Because of natural forces. So Speaker sir, it is quite clear that extinction is a natural process. But on the other hand, let us see that today's existing rate of extinction is very high. Yes. Why? Because of overexploitation by humans. Knowing this problem, again, we have solution with technology. Technology can save or can help in conserving endangered species. We have gene therapy technology, we have drone technology, we have computer analysis, and the most important one, we can spread awareness about importance of wildlife through technology, using television, radio, mobile phones. I would like to mention here one example when technology was really useful in conserving species. In 2017 in Australia, there occurred a disease called Tasmanian blight in an animal called Tasmania. Scientists believe that species will be soon extinct. But using gene therapy technology, we were able to conserve the species, and the species still exist. So in this way, in looking at such regards, technology is quite useful, Speaker sir. Number three, inequality problem. Speaker sir, the time of kings and queens are gone. It is the era of technology. It is in this era of globalization, technology is not confined to a particular country. There's nothing like that. There's no law like that. The technology will be confined to one country. Every country can take the benefits of technology. Poor countries can cope up using technological methods with developing countries. So technology provides opportunities. Lastly, I would like to mention about deadly diseases. In ancient times, when a person got infectious with disease, he or she was totally cut off from the ties of society. Why? Because people were afraid of contracting diseases. But now, such kind of inhuman treatments are not there, Speaker sir. Instead of running away, we can extend our help. Advancement in medical science not only help in saving lives, but it also change our psychological behavior. As we know things more, we are able to solve problems more. Also, diseases like malaria, smallpox, tuberculosis are now all curable. Why? Because of technology. The last case, or the last deadly case of smallpox was seen in 1977 in Somalia. Since then, there is no huge casualty of people dying with smallpox or malaria. Why? Because we are able to conquer all these diseases through the advancement of technology. So lastly, I would like to conclude with the point that speakers say yes, technology can...
Opposition bans And I have now Sanatoy Ketrimium. Sanatoy Ketrimium, will you please come forward? Yes, now your time starts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm Sanatoy Ketrimium of Catholic School Kanchipur, speaking on the opposition regarding today's topic, technology can save the world. No doubt, technology is constantly changing and advancing. As time goes on, we use and rely on it more and less on traditional methods. When we speak of the impact of technology on society, we always talk about how technology has made life easy. But here I'm using the word but. That change will be forestalled life and will become a doom for mankind. In short, technology can't save the world. Say, for example, the advancement of factories and industry will be beneficial for a very few people. I repeat, very few people. It will help them to live in luxurious life. But the question is the world or all the resources of the world theirs? Absolutely no. In a recent book, Professor Rosen of California State University conducted a study of high school students to determine how technological distraction affected their study habits. He discovered that students could concentrate for an average of merely 3 minutes at a stretch. The major culprit behind the lack of focus is the technology. We have excessively dependent on technology. Is so dependency good? Is it right to rely on technology to such an extent? Mr. Speaker, sir, is it wise to depend on technology rather than relying on human intellect? Computer and robotics are trying to substitute human intellect. And recently, in an attempt to launch 5G networks in Netherlands, hundreds of birds were killed. So is technology saving the world from all these pollutions which result in climate change and so on? In fact, technology has helped to destroy our mother nature. Technology won't stop climate change, but it can help us take our foot off the accelerator. Technology cannot bring back the dead, but it can help continue destroying our mother nature. Genetic technology cannot bring back the extinct. 1 in 3 teenagers reported of being cyberbullying. With a huge technology, with a huge population of using technology, it gives rise to cyberbullying, cybercrime. God, I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots, Albert Einstein says. I have a very life-changing or very important question. What will we answer when our children or when our youngsters ask, why didn't we protect our nature when technology continues to destroy our mother nature? Why didn't we protect our mother nature when technology continues to destroy? Will we just cry making excuses with them? So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I strongly condemn today's topic, technology can save the world. Technology cannot save the world. Technology continues to destroy our mother nature. By saying this, thank you one and all.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on the motion we have today in our house. Next, once again, I would like to invite another competitor from the side of the Treasury bench, and I have T.S. Rina. T.S. Rina, will you please come forward and have your say? Yes. Now, your time starts.
Extending my honest respect to Mr. Speaker, sir, and respected judges of the House, I take the humble time to give my opinion as why I chose to be on the proposition side of the House for the topic, technology can save the world. Mr. Speaker, sir, today's topic says technology can save the world. It does not say only technology can save the world or technology will save the world. Mr. Speaker, sir, indeed technology is saving the world and its content when human must be judicious, sustainable, and responsible. And Mr. Speaker, sir, from ancient to medieval, now to modern, whatever we are and everything that we are having, the level of security, comfortable life, health and hygiene, medical science to information technology, to carbon capturing technologies that is now fighting global warming, and everything that is surrounding us, starting from RO filters that is giving us pure healthy drinking water, to green technology that is now maintaining environmental ecosystem, to understanding what is happening in nature, to understanding our body, to understanding the flora and fauna that is existing, to understanding the solar system, to understanding the universe, and to understanding what is happening inside of our planet and outside of our planet, to help it, to save it, to protect it. Everything is possible. It is because of the technological evolution, Mr. Speaker, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, this advancement in technology is helping us in so many ways. Medical, now that we know biological evolution, medical possible things are made possible. And therefore, technology can indeed save the world. And Mr. Speaker, sir, coming to this IT world, it has also changed how we respond to disaster. And Mr. Speaker, sir, coming to disaster, every time a new disaster comes, a new technology evolves, making us more equipped so that we can prevent it, so that we can protect ourselves to the disaster. We respond better to disaster thanks to technology, Mr. Speaker, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, Japan, a country which is leading the world disaster management, now they are using, in this 21st century, now they are using this space technology in detecting this natural disaster so that we can protect, equip ourselves and protect ourselves from all this natural disaster thing. JAXA's Earth's observation goes beyond protecting and helping us from natural disaster. Its Daiichi 2 satellite tracks the climate changes and also the future rising of the ocean level all over the world, including the melting of the Arctic sea ice and also the deforestation in the Amazon. Mr. Speaker, sir, in Japan, forestation is now done with the help of technology, more easier, more faster, and this is the very good example of technology and green revolution going hand in together. This is our future, Mr. Speaker, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, coming to this new movement of technology, technology coming to green technology, evolving to green technology in this 21st century, I want to mention the existence of e-books and newspaper apps that are like helping save paper and energy and all this, Mr. Speaker, sir, is possible due to the technology, Mr. Speaker. And even World Forum has announced that technological evolution is providing security, peace, and development in the world. The International Committee on Materialism says that technology is giving a global platform for sustainable development, for state and societal affairs, for medical fields, for everything and anything, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, in this 21st century, broadening our mind, the only thing to get back the restoration we need is with the help of technology, Mr. Speaker, sir. With great powers comes great responsibility. We should not be a bad consumer, but a responsible consumer, Mr. Speaker, sir. The topic of the House today says that technology can save the world. It does not say technology is not destroying the world. Even if technology is destroying the world, the only thing that can save us from technology destroying the world is only technology, Mr. Speaker, sir, and dear learned judges. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Please move the motion of the House.
Thank you. Thank you, Rina. Thank you for your wonderful thoughts. Now I would like to invite Srishti Wahangbi from the side of opposition bands. Srishti Wahangbi, yes. Yes, now your time starts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this privilege. A very good morning, respected judges, distinguished invitees, and everyone assembled here. My name is Srishti Wahangbi of Catholic School, Kanchipur. Today, I'm going to speak against the motion of the topic, Technology Can Save the World. Honorable sirs and speakers, at the very outset, I would like to say that technology is very necessary in our lives, but it is not sufficient to save the world. And this same opinion is prevailed in the mind of many great scientists and people. As the proposition party has said that the media is a very important and necessary thing in our life, but what about the cyberbullying? That it may cause crimes and even suicidal activities. The proposition party has said that we should encourage technology, even though it has so many effects, like the byproducts of technology, and it can affect the ecosystem. But yes, we should bear the byproducts of technology, but why not we think that before introducing or developing this technology, why not we think about what harmful thing it can cause to us? We should consider the byproducts before it is developed. The great personality, Thomas Alva Edison, at the end of his life, gave a talk saying that scientific progress, moral progress, they were like two generators that needed a regulator to stay in balance. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that we have seen many corporations and treaties like the International Non-Proliferation Treaty and the Rio Summit of 1992 and many more. We have seen all these activities happening around our ecosystem, and technology has affected us a very lot. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that after the dropping of the atom bomb at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the terror which is affected and caused so many diseases and pain in the people of Japan, that mindset is still haunts people, which is surviving nowadays, and it causes so much of regret to us. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that, yes, my opposition team has said that technology is just like a double-edged sword, and it is very correct. If we misuse it, then it may cause so much of harmful effects to us. But if we use it with a rational thought and idea, then it can give us so much of energy, and it can provide us so much of facilities and provisions too. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have seen the cyberbullying, and it causes so much suicidals. It has become it becomes a major topic for the teenage. And the teenage is a period where we think that we're ruling the world, and we don't know what sense we are having. What the sense of humor we are having is so much of a childish thought. It's a childish thought. And the social media, when we use the social media, it affects our mind, and we think that we can do anything and do acts, very silly acts like committing suicides and many other by cyberbullying. And it has spread so many viruses and affects our mental health too. Yes, technology has helped and improved the medical facilities and saved the lives of babies and many other people. But it can also kill the lives of many people in just one blast. Technology has proved so much to us, but the effects is very large. There are about 15,000 warheads in the world, and it can kill and destroy the 9 billion plus population. And in just one blast, it not only kills we human beings, but also the other organisms which is present in the whole world. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that, yes, technology is very necessary to us, but it is wrong, And it is a very incomplete statement that technology can save the world, but it is mankind that can save the world. And this is what I want to say, and I would like to conclude here. Thank you all once and all, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Srishti. Thank you very much for your wonder. I have Sriyak Sharma. Sriyak Sharma, please.
Honorable Speaker, is it building of high-tech machines or building of nuclear algorithms to continue to conquer the world? No. Technology is finding the solution. Not the problem, ladies and gentlemen, but the solution. The solution through which we can create a simple gadget, a simple machinery, but the solution. Today, in today's world, the impact of technology has taken a great height. Let's take an example of sustainable technology. What is sustainable technology? A certain thing which uses less to less fossil fuels and consumes less to less fossil fuel to give the same amount of work which we need. First. Second thing, big data analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, big data analysis is a type of data analysis required to continue for data mapping. Now, big data analysis or data mapping is a technology each and every country uses to cure diseases. The recent example of Uganda, the medical center and the people of Uganda took this type of technology known as data mapping for concluding and for curing the disease called the typhoid. High-resolution spectral lidars, ladies and gentlemen, high-resolution spectral lidars. This is a type of technology which can detect aerosols up above the air, and through detecting of aerosols and through detecting of microparticles of dust and those particles which pollute the environment, we can analytically see the footage and see the images of how all these particles are affecting our environment. Now, through this technology, we will be able to see this, and we will be able to take preventive steps. We will be able to take preventive measures to control this. So here, technologically, Mr. Speaker, sir, helps analytically. Now, let me move further. Photocatalyst is a type of prototype which is used to purify water. Now, as we all know, in India, most of the women and girls spend at least 8 to 9 hours per day collecting fresh water. Now, through this technology called photocatalyst, which uses a chemical substance called CH3, they can purify the water into thin sheets. Now, they can purify the water through thin sheets. They can purify the water, and the pure water will be available to all the people. So here also technology helps with the name of photocatalyst. Green energy homes, Go Green drones. Go Green drones today in this world are used in every part of the country, in every part of the world. So Go Green drones, what are Go Green drones? They can be used in many purposes. They can be sent up in the air. They can detect and they can measure all the pollution level, the climate change, the ozone layer depletion, so that on Earth, the scientists can take preventive steps. Now, NASA has generated DART, D-A-R-T, detection double asteroid of motion and radar DART. The DART is used to clear all the asteroid particles up over the sky, which can clearly affect the Earth and the substance around the Earth. Now, completing my sentence and completing my speech, I would like to say, now this is the time when technology helps in a great form and in a great manner. Now is the time to move forward technically and enthusiastically to the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation once again. Now I would like to invite another member from the opposition bench. Here I have Srikant Phoksom. Is it Phoksom or Thoksom? Tokjong. Yes, it should be Tokjong. Yeah, Srikant Tokjong, please proceed. Please. Yes, now your time starts.
With the permission of Mr. Speaker, sir, here I stand today firmly to oppose a motion of the House which says that technology can save the world. Mr. Speaker, sir, and everyone present in this August ceremony, we are very much aware of the fact that, and as my worthy opponents and also people from the opposition side, my side has stated that technology has given us both advantage and disadvantages. Mr. Speaker, sir, a point to be noted down. This very fact has led us to the conclusion and resulted that the disadvantages that technology possesses, we cannot ignore that. And that can be itself an element, a feature itself that can destroy the earth. Mr. Speaker, sir, here when we talk about world, my worthy opponent, one of my worthy opponent had been sophisticated enough to define the world by itself, by himself. But according to me and to Google, world means the planet itself along with the human civilization and all the other living organisms. And the number 2 meaning of the world means the entire solar system and our entire existence of everything here. So here, a point to be noted down is that is technology really going to save the world from everything? Inventions had been made to tackle daily problems. Inventions had been made to tackle the problems that had been existent from before. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, this process keeps on going. To do away with the advantages of something that has been existent from before, we come up with a new technology. And that new technology too has a new disadvantage. This process keeps going, and I don't know, and I'm pretty sure that if this process keeps on going till it ends, the disadvantage and the very fact of saving the world isn't possible. Here, we are helping the half, and meanwhile, we're destroying the half. That's nothing. That's not called saving. It's like same as Thanos snaps. Mr. Speaker, sir, we live on Earth, and we don't live in Wakanda. Everything is not possible with technology. Natural processes cannot, I repeat, natural processes cannot be replaced by technological process. One of my worthy opponents had even stated that extinction is a natural process. But their worthy opponent and Mr. Speaker, sir, it is my obligation to state that with the intervention of human and also intervention of technology, extinction of many species of animals had been increased by 1,100 rate. I take this as a case of not saving the world, but in fact, helping half and affecting other half in a bad, negative way. With the help of human mind, we have been able to split the atom into half, but with this same splitting of atom, we have led to nuclear wars. It has disadvantages and both disadvantages, and just considering the advantages will not save the world. In fact, new technologies are invented to save it, but this process keeps going, as I said earlier, and it's not going to save the earth. Medical issues, my worthy opponent and many others have stated, medical problems have been solved, but their worthy opponents, due to CFC, gaseous CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons released, ozone depletion is taking place, and this is nothing because of technology, and that ozone depletion has led to skin cancer, weakening of the immune system of humans. And I guess we need to come up with another such technology to take care of this. And while coming up with that technology, I'm very sure a disadvantage itself is there. The process keeps going. The process never ends. And I don't know, and I'm not sure, and I'm pretty much not sure if my worthy opponents are taking this process of helping half and destroying half as saving. Saving means everything. Save everything, not destroy half and help half like how Thanos did. We cannot completely depend upon technology. As we can see, on this very topic, we are divided on two sides, and everything in the world are divided on two sides. It depends upon the human ethics. I repeat, it depends upon the human morality and ethics to save the world, and not on technology. As long as human exists, there will be difference of opinion, and as long as that difference of opinion exists, we cannot save the world. We cannot save the world from natural calamities. We cannot save the world from anything. And if we were able to save the world from natural calamities, then the very fact that happened in Kaching some days ago, were we able to save and predict that a thunderstorm of such high wind speed will come? No, Mr. Speaker, sir. No, their worthy opponents. No, they're on the opposition bench. So I would like to conclude here by saying that technology might help us to win a battle. but it has given rise to another battle which needs to be fought, and this process keeps continuing. This process keeps continuing. Technology can only help us to win a battle. Another battle keeps coming, and this total of sum up together battle brings us to the war, and this war will very much decide whether technology can save the world or not, and that lets us that technology will not save the world. And I stand here firmly. I'm going to oppose this motion till the sun rises from the east and sets to the west. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Srikanta, for so effectively presenting your viewpoints. Next, I have Wahangma Monica from the Treasury Bench. Monica, you may please proceed. And yes, now your time starts.
Thank you for these opportunities, Mr. Speaker, sir. Today I stand before you to speak on the favor of today's motion, technology can save the world. Mr. Speaker, sir, here are some supportive points for today's topic. Technology is what made machine possible. We invented them because we need them. Because we need them for the developments and for the futures. We haven't reached a level where we can organize such a big function with a camera all over here just because of the technologies. We reached a level where I'm standing here, we reached a level just because of the technology. We have been increasing in so many ways that we can now even communicate with people all over the world. We bring people so much close to us. We can now FaceTime with the people who are around the globe. We get to know what will happen to all around the globe. And we came to know so much information within a minute. We get to know so much information. And it's because of a technology advancement. Second is that food production. It's really helping food production. As we all know that it's going to be hit 9 billion by 2050 according to the UN, the populations. This is such a drastic change, and technology is still helping just to get down to this. As the population gets rising up, the food production has to be increased. To increase, the technology is helping by GMOs, which is genetically modified organism, just to produce, just to get more nutrients in the food, artificial crops and artificial fertilizers, gene editing, tissue cultures, and precision for agriculture, which is also known as satellite agriculture, by using satellite and GPS to increase the agricultural lands. By 1990, hundreds of millions of lands has been farmed under GMOs and precision farming. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me come to the climatic change. We cannot, technology cannot change the climatic condition, but it gives our foot out of the accelerations. It gives us a warning that there is going to be something by technology. If we can now predict the drought by, according to the CNN news reports, we can now predict drought by satellite by using mobile data and GPS. We can now predict the drought, and in order to conserve this, there has been invented a sensor and monitor to the uses of electricities, air pollutions, and water levels, and improve how much water and electricity has been used. In Barcelona, the sensor has been added to the cities just to measure the noise, the air, and so much on, even the air pollution, which is a major problem. Right now, we have reached a level that 22% of the carbon dioxide emissions from the vehicles has been produced, but the technology that's battery cars, battery vehicles, and solar energies vehicles has been now a promising issue just to solve all these climatic changes and pollution like air pollutions from occurring. So it has been like saving. The technology has been saving, not just, we cannot say that technology is something that destroying us, but it's have a lot of major impact on it. Mr. Speaker, sir, as the technology has been increases, there is a numbers of WMD, which is weapons and mass destructions. It's really helped the world to keep in peace, to keep the enemy countries under the negotiations, it prevent from occurrence of war and keep environment peace and calms. And Mr. Speaker, sir, as in speaking in medical fields,
there has been a many advantages. We can now cure cancer. We can now keep HIV under control by taking pills. We can now do tissue culture. We can now do tissue engineering, robotic surgery, and there is high decrease in infant mortality rate and maternity rate. We can now implant fetus into an infertile mother. This is all because of a technology. You cannot just deny the fact that technology is not helping us in the development. You see, we have been so much growing forward because of a technology. Technology is our life in a development. We go with the development technology in our hand. The challenge is that the technology is what we made, so we have to move both the technology and us to a positive direction, just for the good outcomes. We are the humans. We can think of what goods and bads. We are the one who is responsible for it. So we need to check both the technology and us to go in both a good side. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, lastly but not the least, technology is still saving the world, and it's going to be in the future. So kindly, Mr. Speaker, kindly move to this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you very much. Now I would like to request the last competing person from the side of the opposition bench, and the name is Suzy Joseph. Yes. Suzy Joseph, yes. Now your time starts.
The time has gone when humans use technology for their betterment. But now technology is using humans' intelligence, life, and feelings. Honorable Sir Speaker, respected judges, and to you, my treasury benches. In the motion of the House, I strongly oppose that technology can save the world. Never. We have witnessed instances of incidents where nuclear and this technology have caused lots of disasters. Dropping of atom bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which kills thousands of lives, and after which the survivors, they were exposed to high risk of cancer, and genetic disease were developed. And we also witnessed that there was a great tragic event which happened in the year way back 1984 in Bhopal, that is Bhopal gas tragedy, which is the world's worst industrial tragedy, killing thousands of people, and lakhs of people were injured to the exposed. And Sir Speaker, I also come to the point that technology has come to that extent of creating lots of pollution, that is air pollution, water pollution, disposal of technological waste to the environment, and it has degraded the natural resources, and the most importantly, global warming is caused because of this so-called technology. Global warming has become a global issue, which is where the world is fear of that the world will come to such a level where the temperature will be so hot and human existence will be so hard. And also, Sir Speaker, when it comes to social condition, this technology has caused lots of social disconnection. There is increase in tendency of using and socializing and communicating digital devices rather than through real-life human contact, which causes lots of depression and other mental diseases. Yes, there is no doubt that mobile phones, smartphones are turning us into zombies. Yes, Sir Speaker, using technology as an advantage have caused crimes, and terrorists took advantage of that, where social media is a fertile territory to bring malevolent forces to operate. We can see terrorists used social media to promote themselves, drug dealers used dark web to do the trading of drugs, and without forgetting, we see authoritarian regimes attempting to distort election in democratic countries. Sir Speaker, I also strongly oppose that. My treasury benchers, they have said that technology have saved many lives when it comes to medical. Yes, no doubt, I accept that. But I am afraid if they forget the incident where this medical line have caused lots of tragedy. In the way back World War I and World War II, they used bioterrorism. They used biomicroorganism, genetically engineered virus to create diseases through the pathogens called anthrax and smallpox and cholera and so on many, where they create such kind of diseases through science lab to kill their enemy. And Sir Speaker, I also strongly oppose that. With the advancements of science and technology, yes, we know that the so-called robot called Sophia, which got citizenship in any country of the world, not only in the so-called Saudi Arabia, which gave the citizenship to Sophia. She have got that citizenship right in any country of the world. What about the human being? Where's the value of human being? Why should we give citizenship to such a non-life, which doesn't have life, to such a robot? And to some, she went to the extent of saying that in an interview that she will destroy all human beings. She will destroy all human beings. That is what she said. And Sir Speaker, what is the use of robot in this life? We have chosen robot over human life when they have created sex robot, sex dolls. Why should human choose robot over another human being? Therefore, I strongly oppose that. Technology cannot save the world, but it is destroying it. In the word of Stephen Hawking, he said that the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of human race. Yes, in an interview to physicists, scientists, and artificial intelligence expert like Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and not forgetting Bill Gates, they have said that technology will reach to the edge where they will have the ability to think beyond what human being can do and destroy us. So, respected Sir Speaker, I strongly oppose the motion of the House and I request to withdraw the topic in this very House. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you very much. Now, the last person from the side of Treasury bench will speak. So I would like to invite Namoism Naobamite. Now time is yours.
The world has been developing, and it will keep on developing in the future days to come. For change is the only permanent thing in this world. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected jury members, Mr. Speaker, and all the spectators sitting across the floor. I am now Namoisam of Sainik School in Fall, standing firmly to support the motion of the House on the given topic, technology can save the world. Well, Mr. Speaker, first of all, let's try to get a picturesque view about the problems faced in this contemporary world. And let's try to compare the situation before and after the technology come into its existence. So some problems like water scarcity, food scarcity, environmental problems, health issues, to name a few. But before this advent of technology, large-scale peoples were dying due to large-scale epidemics, famines, as we can see in the case of America was conquered by the Europe through smallpox epidemics. So from this case, they cannot control it, they cannot get advantages from it in the natural days of our life. But nowadays, such case can be easily solved, like, for example, the cholera, tuberculosis are now existing in this present era. And in case of natural disaster, some people are talking that natural disaster might not be that much, it cannot be saved at all. But here what I want to say is that in Nepal, there was an earthquake in 2015. Then what about the case in Sri Lanka, that is tsunami and the recent flood in Kerala? All these things are being safe and secured by these new technologies with the uses of drones. Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the members of the opposition bench pointed out that technology will keep on destroying the world. But what I want to suggest is that if we keep on looking only at the disadvantages, then today also, shall we not eat the food? Because the rice that we eat contains fertilizers. Shall we stop eating the rice? It should not be like this, because in case if we want to have some development, we need to look at advantages and disadvantages. But when comparing, if the amount of advantages is good, we need to proceed forward. And I would like to highlight some new technologies of this present era, like the self-driving vehicles, which will reduce a lot of accidents, since 95% of the accidents in this world is due to human error. And then in the case of robots, now people are talking about robots are ruining the world, robots are doing unusual things. But think of a situation where a robot is not there. then all the works will be done taking 24 hours, where time is a very precious thing in this present world. Now in America, in 3 minutes, one car can be built up. So in this kind of situation where time is very limited, we need to use such kind of technologies in proper time. Then let's talk about this 3D printing, where even if we are in a stage in which we can print the technologies of human organs. And in some cases, after 2 to 3 years, there will be a time where we will be able to even create and we will be able to reduce the crime of organ transplantation. Mr. Speaker, sir, regarding the pollution, I would like to make it very, very clear that after some 10 to 20 years, we don't need to be very afraid about this pollution level, because these present technologies are very much concerned about pollution. So for instance, there are technologies like smoke purification system and solar run vehicles. Then the switching off to the CNG run vehicles. All these things are done to improve the pollution level. And in case of environment, people were talking about, let me give you a very simple example. Nowadays, many technologies are fitted on the endangered species so that they can study their migration period. They can study their health issue. In this case, they are helping a lot. And in the sports field, let me give you one simple example, that is in the recently ended FIFA World Cup, a new technology was introduced, that is video assistant referee, which has helped a lot in deciding the precision of that match. So from all this, it is loud and clear that technologies are keep on helping the world, and many people are striving towards it. So for all things, there will be advantages and disadvantages. But what I want to convey is that this technologies is just like a medicine. A medicine has also its side effect, but we still use it. Why? Because it is going to save our life. Same goes to technologies. It has advantages, and the gift that it has gifted to us is far more better than its small disadvantages. So we need to consider this technology for the development or for saving the world, as long as we are in control of this science and technology, and it depends on how we use the technology. Like for a nuclear war, so people are talking about, but that same nuclear power can be used for generating a large amount of energy. So it depends on how we use it. So the motion of the House should be passed at any cost. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you very much, thank you. Now welcome. Now all the members in this House, whether they are in the Treasury bench or in the opposition side, have already spoken. So I myself have a few points to say, but before I do that, I would like to invite once again Mr. Meshach Takalambam to once again come forward and do the summing up of all the viewpoints which have been shared by members from both sides. And yeah. Okay, yes. So Meshach Takalambam, yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to be present in this rostrum again. Since the time is very limited, I would want to focus on my rebuttal against my dear oppositioners. First of all, a speaker claimed that, as a quotation by Albert Einstein, technology is like an axe on the hands of a pathological killer. Who is the pathological killer? Is it the technology that is the pathological killer? It is us humans. So when we talk about technological misuse, it is not technology that is inflicting it upon itself. As another speaker once quoted, sex robots and why they shouldn't be used. Do you realize that sex robots are actually efficient due to the pole and difference and the disparities between male population and female population in this world? And yes, prostitution is the oldest job and profession existing in this world, and profession, as shown by statistics and high-level researchers, do indicate that it reduces the level of rape. Doesn't that already make sense that it's saving the world by just one life? And another inflation that I would want to share upon is the fact of the Kukching disaster. Do you think, dear oppositioner, in your senses, that Kukching is a developed place with technological amenities? No, if it did have technological amenities, Kakching could have saved at least one life or made reduce the risk of what the pressure would have been. And small progress, as I have stated, is also equal to the progress that we equate as a whole. And yes, that does prove that if it was there, this is a sense of mind, and it is a disparity that most of them say it is about the destroying and saving of Mother Nature. For example, in Honshu, yes, 5 years back, a nuclear reactor was blasted off, and the nuclear remnants were in that area. Can a person saying, I can save Mother Nature, go to that place and collect nuclear waste? No, it is technology that helps us and saves us. Save is a word that is inflicted in this motion and has so much characteristics to it. Because save is what it saves us from our time, it saves us from our comfort, it saves us from our limitations. And then there was also a point about the advantages and disadvantages. Dear oppositioner, what I would like to quote is that there is always a yin and yang to everything. But what were the amenities and what were the attributions that could collect for it to say in one note? And yes, I did say that this is a state of mind and we have to predict the future by enhancing it. So technology can save the world. This is not something you stress about so much about the misuse of technology. If you do realize that it is being misused, can't we just solve that? And they also inflicted on a point of cybercrime. How is cybercrime going to be solved? Is it going to be solved by someone who's saying, I want to save Mother Nature and go to the place and solve it? We solve cybercrime by cyber police, which in turn it shows the proof that, like I said, it is an antidote to the poisonous inflictions that it itself causes, and the disparities are connected. Cybercrime connected with cyber police. And about the carbon emissions and all these, like what I quoted before, it's not only about saving the world and saving it from the risk of inflation, but also about how sustainable technology can make us. It's not only about let's solve global warming, let's solve medical healthcare. It's about how do we overcome these in the future and how do we look forward and inflict these into our mentality. And this in turn saves us time as an important factor. And we have many and millions of innovative ideas that we have. Some are practical, some are still in idea stages. But then like in the quote, I shall quote the movie Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. Human being and our attributes are to look behind of what we have created, and we have created technology. Let us not dispose of this, but create it instead. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Marcel, thank you very much, thank you. Now, we are about to proceed to the most significant and also sometimes most difficult part of the competition. See, whenever we have a debating competition, we have emotion in the house, right? And finally, we have to take a decision whether to pass the motion or to reject it, or to go for modification. Yes, you want to say anything? Yes. Yes, okay. Yes, anyway. So we'll come to that. We'll come to the question whether to pass the motion or to reject it or to modify it and pass it. See, I do personally think that it has been indeed a privilege on my part, to be a part of this debating competition. Mainly because of the fact that, I have been to a number of debating competitions. But I'm really glad that today, in this debating competition, there was no shouting. This is something I really appreciate about all the participants. So I would like to congratulate all the participants, whether you are in the Treasury bench or you are in the opposition bench, for conducting yourself so decently and so nicely and in such a dignified and becoming manner. So congratulations to both the sides. Then another thing is that, see, about the topic itself, when the organizers came to me a few days back, the moment I saw the motion, I should say, I was immediately impressed. So I immediately asked, who formulated this motion? Now, formally speaking, irrespective of, who has formulated this motion, I would like to congratulate Alice in this house. I would like to congratulate Meshach for coming up with such a wonderful motion in the house, so nicely worded. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is that whenever we have a debating competition, wordings are done in such a vague manner, that the proceedings could not proceed to a proper direction. So this is one more thing which I like about this debating competition. So for this, I should either congratulate the organizers or at least in the floor of this house, I think I should congratulate MESAC again. And if we closely examine this seemingly very simple and very short motion in the House, it has got clearly three important, components. One is technology, another is the question of saving, and the third one is world. And I'm also impressed by the quality of the deliberations, the quality of the ideas and the thoughts you have shared. Say, on many occasions, I have seen that the person who got invited to initiate the motion didn't properly understand how to initiate a motion. Now, that was not the case today. Then again, another thing I would like to say about this topic is that, technology. Whether technology can save the world or not, some of you have, I think one lady from this side has clearly said that the wording is not something like only technology, right? It is technology. Now, irrespective of that thing, the most important component of this, these words is this technology. Now, what is technology? Technology, I think I would have loved to hear a little more elaboration before you start, supporting or opposing the motion. I would like to dwell a little more on what you actually mean by technology. I think one of the members from the Treasury Bench made a good attempt to define what, to explain what technology means. So that is praiseworthy, I would say. Then what is it that we are concerned about to save? To save from what? What is that thing we want to save? Is it only the physical world, art as a body of masses? Or is it something, both the living as well as non-living things? Or is it that we also want to save, we are also concerned about saving quality of life, right? Is it also a matter of, saving, preserving, promoting beautiful thoughts, beautiful life, etc. Those things, what are the things that we want to save? So that also needs to be a little bit highlighted, if I may say so. So then, while carefully I have been very carefully listening to, both sides, opposition side as well as Treasury side. And all of you have very good and logical arguments which you have put forward in contention of either your support or opposition to the motion in the House. But if I may add, I think let us remember something about two words. One is ability, another is intention, right? Two simple words. Ability and intention. Of these two, that is ability and intention, the focus of this motion in the House, the term technology. Technology has to do with which one? It has to do more with ability or intention? Anyone? Say this technology. Whether technology can save the world or not, that is what we are discussing. See, it doesn't mean, it is not as if I'm trying to speak something else, because even in the, legislative assemblies, whether it is the legislative assembly or union parliament, speaker, after all the members have spoken, the speaker also has the right to share some of his thoughts. And it is by way of, exercising that right which I have as a speaker that I am trying to speak a little bit. So between these two words, that is ability and intention, which one is immediately related with technology? Ability, definitely, it's not it. So technology is something which has to do more with ability. But then let us reflect. Is it only ability which is important? What about intention? Ability and intention in life. Are we going to say that ability is the only thing which is important? What about intention? Intentions are also the right intention. This is also equally important, is not it? That is why we have had so many examples of brilliant failures in history. For example, Hitler. Hitler himself, he was a very able person, but at the same time there was a flaw in him. Perhaps that flaw has more to do not with his capacity to do things, but with his intentions. So the thing is that we have to take into account both, say, ability as well as intention. Now, so the importance of ability has been duly emphasized in the wordings of the motion in the House. It's not, I think all of you will agree, say the importance of ability in our life has been given due recognition when the term technology has been added in the motion in the House, right? In this sentence in the House. So I would like, before I put this motion into vote, I would like to suggest that I think maybe it will be a good idea if we say neither passing the motion in the House in toto, nor rejecting it altogether, but say if we try to modify a little bit, like this: technology and people with right intentions can save the world. So this is a humble suggestion. Technology with technology and people with right intentions can save the world. This is a humble suggestion. Otherwise, I don't mind to put this motion in the House in toto for voting. And if we go purely by number, the number of supporters obviously exit. They have 7, and in the opposition side there are only 6. But sometimes, it is, see, these things are not merely a matter of numbers. It is also a matter of the amount of merit which the motion in the House has got. And by saying that, I also do not mean that the motion in the House doesn't have enough merit. It has merit enough in itself, but unless you don't have any, both sides doesn't have any objection to making it more complete by adding a few words like technology and people with right intentions can save the world. Suppose if we all, both the sides, as a treasury side as well as the opposition side, are ready to go for these modifications, then I think we can make a resolution which has been unanimously passed. So what do we say? What do you say? I would like to hear from the side of the treasury. Would you like to insist on the initial motion? Yes. Yes, I would like to give a chance to the opposition. Then after that, I will speak again.
Sir, as my worthy opponent has again stated with a responsibility. So responsibility, it comes from the human being, not the technology.
Right.
So itself, the topic itself is of quality over quantity. Thank you so much.
What? 8. You are talking about responsibility, and his take was that responsibility comes from the human self, from the side of the people. I think because of the we are getting late because of time constraints. See, okay, fine. Technology has all the potential to improve quality of life, but whether that potential of technology has been put into use to the fullest maximum possible extent, that is something which concerns me. For example, okay, technology has brought about skyscrapers. Technology has invented so many medicines. Technology has improved means of transport and communication, etc., etc. Technology has done so many things. But at the same time, I am concerned with one important thing, whether difference between man and man has been reduced or not because of all the advancements. See now, the difference between rich and poor. On the one hand, we have skyscrapers. And at the same time, we also find that the number of slum dwellers has increased. So on the one hand, I fully agree with the viewpoint that technology has got great potential to improve quality of life. But at the same time, I that say the technology itself cannot act itself. It has been through people, through men itself that technology say is going to operate. So in honor of democratic traditions, which says that as to the best to the best possible extent, we should try to accommodate the opinion of the majority. So this thing I have to appreciate. So, but at the same time also parliamentary tradition demands that whenever decisions are to be taken not merely on the basis of numbers, but also on the basis of merits or demerits of the motion in the House. So instead of putting the motion into vote outright, I would like to defer the motion in the House to be discussed once again in another session. Unfortunately, you have to bear with me a little longer because the organizers want me to announce the results. The results, please.
Hello. Thank you, Speaker Sir. Thank you, fourth semester, to please come and take your time.
Thank you, Robin. A warm good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my privilege to stand here before this gathering to wish the participants of this event. The importance of competition is in nurturing talent and promoting goodwill. An understanding between students of different institutions is well known. More than winning or losing, the spirit in which competitions are conducted deserves special mentions. May this competition bring out the best in you or to greater achievements in life. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. I want to thank everyone here for coming this morning. Yes, now it is afternoon. I must particularly mention our speaker, Professor Sanjay Mangi, Sir, HOD, Department of Political Science, Dr. Loitongam Suresh Kumar, HOD, Electronics and Communication Engineering, NIT, National Institute of Technology, Langol, Dr. Thangzamang Lobom, Assistant Professor, MIMS. Last but not least, I also want to thank my dear friends. Without your support, this event may not have fulfilled. Thank you. Cheers.
Hello. In appreciation and gratitude, we would like to call upon the speaker, sir, speaker of today's event, to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love from MANFETE team. Next, I also would like to call Dr. Loitongam Suraj Kumar Singh to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love. Okay, in meantime, may I also have the honor to call upon Dr. Thangzamang Lovum, Professor MIMS, to please kindly come forward and accept a small token of love. Okay, sir, please. Dr. Loitongam Suraj Kumar Singh, HOD Engineering and Communication, NIT Manipur. Thank you so much, sir. We also would like to thank all the participants. They have done very well. While they were speaking from behind, most of us got goosebumps because they spoke very well on the topic. For this, congratulations once again. And we will also would like to give a small token of love. So may I invite one of the organizers to please kindly come forward and hand over the certificate to all the participants.
I'll read out the names.
As I read out the name, please kindly do stand and accept our small token of love. First, we have Mr. Takel Mayum. Next, Tampasana. Followed by Samsung Paumai.
Not everything. Okay, when I read all of this. Certificate, what are the remaining certificates? Afterwards, don't give this.
Just give it, man. Nothing will happen. Why you so?
No, now there. What is the thing? No, just keep on.
Wahengbang Monica. Sanat Toibi. Mary Kamai, Sri Srishti Wahangbi, Suchitra Mayangbam, Namoyjam Nauba Maite, Sauje Joseph, Now may I invite our speaker sir to please come and declare the prize. For this, may I invite Professor Chan Babu to please kindly come forward and do the honor of giving away the prizes.
Dear participants and ladies and gentlemen, now it is my privilege to announce the result of this debating competition. In the third position, we have, any guess? In the third position, we have Tiais Rina Devi. Congratulations. Rina, just hold on, just stand. I think there has been a little bit of a mistake, not exactly mistake, but nonetheless a mistake in the sense that there has been a tie. But even though they have entered one as third and another as a second. So do stand with me for a while. Next, I would like to invite marks. So it can never be a case of one being the third and the other being the second. So we have a tie for the second position. See the arm across. Maybe you didn't notice it. Both of them won 170 each. So fine. Yes. What about
Have you announced the third?
see, share the second position. So from the remaining, we have to decide another third. That was our say the line is 170. This thing is 170. So one can be second, one can be 70. It's not one. So there has been a tie for second. So shall we go for second prize? We'll give the same prize to both of them. For now, later.
You have to decide one for the third position.
Third position. Say, if we go by this, it has to be